How's it going, guys? It has been far too long, but without further ado, here is episode 4 of the Quest for NES. How's it going, guys? It has been far too long since I have done a Quest for NES episode, so I thought today I would make this one a little extra special. I've got some pretty solid pickups here to show you guys, and before I get to those, I'm actually going to do a little bit to catch myself and you guys up to where I actually am in my collecting, and I'm going to show you guys, you know, not some quality pickups, just some fillers, some commons, some good titles, but some of the lesser valued games, really quick through kind of like flash photography, if you will, and get you caught up in everything on right about where I am. And then I will go into the finds that I wanted to show you a little more up close, so check those out. Alright guys, now that we're a little more caught up, I'm going to show you a few different pickups. One is kind of a gigantic pickup that I got from a good buddy of mine, Gabe. I've got 3 complete in-box games that I'm really excited to show you guys. I will start with that other pickup I had mentioned prior. Buddy of mine, Gabe, hit me up and said, hey, you know, I'm not super huge into collecting NES. I know you are. If you want to come over and check out what I have, you're more than welcome. And I was definitely more than willing to go check those out. So here is what I got from him. And honestly, these are all pretty solid, uncommon titles. Some might be common, but are definitely sought after. This first one, in case a lot of people don't know, Power Punch 2. Is actually the unofficial sequel to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Basically, the company that made Mike Tyson's Punch-Out also produced this, but Nintendo wanted nothing to do with it because it was just a little out there. And I don't know if you guys can see, there's kind of like, I think there's like a Dracula-looking dude, a robot, like a lizard man. I guess this one takes place in space, so a little out there. But very happy to add it to the collection. This next one is actually just a cart upgrade, but oh my, is it an upgrade. This is a super clean copy, as you can see from the blinding glare, of The Adventures of Link. And like I said, I already had this, but my copy was trashed, and this one is in fantastic condition, so definitely happy to upgrade that bad boy. This next one I actually had a box for, so happy to pair it up. Baseball Stars 2, and I'm actually told the first Baseball Stars is better, but I'm definitely excited to give this one a try. This next one here is a 5-screw, so definitely happy to knock another one of those out of the way, and it looks to be in pretty good shape. It is Popeye, and I actually remember my buddy Jay of the Game Chasers picked one of these up at the Too Many Games convention for $2. Pretty damn good deal. This next one's got a little bit of stupid marker on it. I'll have to see if I can get it off, but it's a copy of Eliminator Boat Duel. And if you notice from the episode of the Game Chasers this was featured, the text there is actually spelled incorrectly on the top. So, a little typo there on their part. This next one is something I really never see. I'm guessing it's not the rarest game in the world. It's more of like the beginning borders of uncommon. But, Isolated Warrior. So, I never played this one before. I'm actually going to put this in my my short pile and check it out soon because I have no idea what it is about. So definitely excited to see what that one is about. These next 5 games, the last 5 that I got from him, are a little bit better than the lot that you saw there. This first one is kind of like a role-playing game, not something that I probably will put a lot of time in, but it's from Koei. And it is Uncharted Waters. Very clean cartridge. Definitely happy to get it. Came with a nice little sleeve, one less I got to worry about. This next one I remember seeing at a few conventions, but it was a bit out of my price range. They wanted too much for it, but Gabe gave me an awesome deal on all of these, and this one specifically, The Last Starfighter, actually came with manual. So that was definitely really, really cool to grab that little duo there. Okay, this next one I already had the box for, and this again is cart and manual, so that is actually perfect. This will complete my copy. Label is in good shape, needs a little bit of cleaning, but Fist of the North Star and manual. So label's a little gunky, but I think I can shine that up pretty good. Okay, we got two more before I get into the box games, complete games actually. This one is actually very uncommon and difficult to find, and again, comes with manual. It is a 5-screw copy, and I'm not sure if it came in 3-screw, but Squoon. And that's just one you never see. And like I said, it came with a manual, so I just need to track the box down for that one, and it'll be complete. This next one, I had a lot of times, or a lot of trouble rather, tracking down, and again, Gabe really came through because this one also has manual. Told it's not the best game in the world, but it is a pretty cool looking label to say the least, and it's Conan. And manual. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you a couple cool things. The first one is something that some of you may not be aware of. So I actually just recently found out about this myself. You may be familiar with the NES game The Untouchables. It was a Kevin Costner movie, if I'm not mistaken, and the game was, you know, obviously a tribute to that. But later on, the company, Ocean, that produced it, actually put it out again in a later release, and as you can see there from the red strip on the top, that indicates that it is a late release title. This is what I like to call the blue box edition, and if you notice, the characters no longer have their faces, they're kind of silhouette and shadow. So the reason behind that is the original Untouchables was a black label, not like black box labeled, but like the label just had a lot of black to it, and it had a completely different cover. So this one, like I said, has the blue label and blue manual, and that is pretty darn awesome. I will peek quick. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like my Untouchables is not handy, unfortunately, so what I am going to do is I will do a quick cut, and then I will show you guys the difference between the two cartridges so you can check it out. And this one is definitely the more uncommon of the two, so if you see this one at a good price, pick it up. It's not the most expensive game in the world, but there are definitely less of these floating around, so definitely keep your eyes out for it. Here's a quick snapshot to see what the two look like. Alright guys, so if you look here, you'll see, like I said, they are obviously very different, and the blue one, which is the harder to find later release, is the more uncommon of the two. And then the black label here is basically, like I said, the original release, which is based on the movie and has the full licensing, as you can see from Kevin Costner and Sean Connery on the front there. So definitely a cool little thing that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. So definitely, if you find one and it's at a good price, try to pick that blue one up. It's definitely definitely hard to find. I've only seen it like once or twice in my time collecting, so keep an eye out for it. Okay guys, two more games, but these are definitely some heavy hitters, at least in my personal opinion. If you watched my introduction at the beginning of this video, you see that I show a couple of my Complete in Box Mega Man games, and thankfully, due to a good friend of mine and a flea market pickup, I now have all of them complete, which is frigging awesome, because the two parts that I'm going to show you right here are the hardest two to find, and I finally was able to track them down. The first one I got from my buddy Jason Wells, who is a totally awesome guy and has come through for me more times than I want to even try to count. But this one completely blew me away, and he gave me an awesome price on it. It is a very clean copy of Mega Man 1, and I'm got this little protector here just to keep it the way it is. But this one actually only featured 6 robots that you fight, and I'm told this is the hardest one in the series. This is one of the few I have yet to beat. I think I played it a little bit when I was a kid, but I really don't remember much about it. But nonetheless, super happy to get that out of the way. And this one here is, in my opinion, got the coolest, I guess, art. As you can see from the first one, Mega Man is not always known to have the best art on their boxes, but I thought this one was really, really cool, and definitely happy to add this one to the collection. It is Mega Man 5. And this one has really, really shot up recently. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Scott from the Video Game Sellers picked this up at, was it Retropalooza? And he got a good price on it, as far as I know, and I believe he paid around $200 for it. So the fact that it's gone up that much is just ridiculous. But this is complete. It has the manual, the cartridge, everything all inside, and in really, really good shape. So I am super, super happy to add this to the collection. And that will do it for the pickups, but I've got one more surprise left for you guys. Alright guys, so we're coming up to the end of the video, but my favorite part is still yet to come. And in this week's episode, I've got Terry and Tyler of Luigifreakout123. They've been gracious enough to lend a little of their time to give you guys some awesome tips in this week's Pro Tips. Check it out.
What's up everybody, Grimsie42 here, come back at you. And Scott, you asked us to do a collecting tip video, and we are more than happy to do one for you. We freaking love your channel, man. We are so glad that we're your friends.
I don't like your channel. Dude, I don't, man. I find it hard to watch. I've said this before. It's hard to watch. No, here's the deal. Here's the deal with Grimsy. Like, I'll be watching his channel, and all I look at is his hair. I just look at his hair, you know, just...
I could have sworn I thought I saw his hair talking
I just look at his hair all, you know, it's like this. You know, I just can't turn away. It's like, you know, I want to watch the stuff, so they'll be like, and I got this, you know, DuckTales too, but all I'm looking at is this, alright?
Yeah, and you just see his hair talking like, so yeah, I got Little Samson today.
You know what I wish he'd do his videos like this? Watch. It's Grimsie42. This is what I got right here, man. I would like it if it happened like that. Okay, but no. All right. So here's our collecting tips. I guess number one, be persistent. Constantly have a route. Just go to the same place over and over and over, because someday something's going to drop in that store and hopefully you'll be the guy that gets it.
Yeah, usually we just do like the same route, you know, Goodwill, then RGT, and then like back home. That's what we usually do, and we usually do pretty good.
Yeah, and we do that multiple times a week.
And we've scored big times. And sometimes we just got absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and you know, for every 25 times you go to Goodwill, you might find one good score. You know?
Yeah.
You might find 10.
We went like a month without like basically finding anything good at Goodwill.
Anything else. Dude, you just did the errand.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, another thing too is watch out for scammers, dudes.
We've encountered tons of scammers before.
Oh, we had this guy try to scam us out of this huge thing. You know, if you ever want to know the story, call me. You know, I'll tell you.
Here's Dad's phone number.
Yeah, watch out for scammers. Also, what else?
I think trading is kind of like a big deal for us. That's for sure.
Trading's huge. Huge. You say you buy something for $1?
Like, I don't know, this game. Let's just say this game's worth $100. Okay, I know it's worth like 10, but let's just say that. Anyways, you can get this game for like $5, and then you can trade it off for like $80 and like store credit, and you get tons and tons of stuff that you can buy at the store now.
That's
all
right.
for like $5.
It's like our little Samson. We traded a ton of stuff, but in all actuality, it was probably, you know, a couple $100 worth of stuff.
Instead of $650.
Yeah, so
worth it.
So totally good. Another thing too is swap meets.
There's not a lot of swap meets in Portland, but
no.
Yeah, I know, but in like different places, like swap meets are great. Sometimes you go, you know, you don't find anything, but sometimes you do pretty well.
Yeah, asking people, saying, "Hey, do you by any chance do you happen to have this?"
Oh yeah, asking people is a big one.
Especially at garage sales.
Yeah, because you say, "Oh yeah, I got the Nintendo stuff in the garage."
Yeah, we've had many times where somebody will say, "Oh yeah, I didn't bring it out because I didn't think anybody bought that stuff anymore." So
it's like, "Oh no,"
and you're like, "Yeah, they buy it, but they don't pay a lot for it. So here's $5 and you roll." So that's good.
No, you see this little Samsung game, you know, tons were made.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
So that's about it, dude. Right?
I think that's about it.
Okay. So hey, Grimsley, thanks for having us on your channel. Really appreciate it. Keep up the great work. Really do though. Wear a hat. Wear a hat, man. Just one episode. Give me the hat.
Why were you not afraid of him at the PRGE?
I'm not afraid of Scott. It's just I just can't look away from his head. I want to enjoy his channel. I've actually made the Scott piece of paper where I put it over the top of the screen, so all I see is from his neck down, or really kind of from his eyes down. But he kind of moves. He bobs and weaves.
But it's like, oh no, I dropped that.
And that way I won't have to look at his shark boy hair. You know? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take it out.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoy Scott's videos. Guys, if you like it down below as well. Subscribe down below. And as always, thanks for watching. I just had to do.
Shark Boy? Really? Like, where do people come up with nicknames these days? Like, why would somebody call me Shark Boy? It doesn't make sense. People these days, I swear.